All right. Shit. Enough of this same goddamn song right now. All right. What's up? 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 How's everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the one and only Giraffe Balls, people. You are here. You are here. All goddamn 7 of you. And so am I. I appear. God damn it. Let's see who in here. Well, of course. Splits, what's up? Zero, we got to talk. Christopher Perkins, Frank White, Blueface, Ben Ugorgy, Northside Dre, tuning in. Jeff's the whole ass write his jokes and how you're gonna fix. That's kind of funny. Yeah, man. I was just talking about that with a friend of mine. Can y'all hear me good? Is the audio good? You need me to turn up some more? Is that okay? Is that any louder for you or just me? That's probably just for me right there. Yeah. We good? Audio's good? Okay. All right, good. Nice and clear. Okay. Today, motherfucker. I just had it. Okay. You're going to have to bear with me 40 more seconds. I could have swore I brought my mullen up here. Wait till you see the size of this fucking mullen I bought. Hold on. I'll be right back. I swear to God, I'll be right back. All right. Look at this. Nigga. Mullen. I got mullen. And this, got it from this new place, man. And man. Oh, it's fantastic. This shit here, is cheap and it's so much better. Can't wait to talk to cousin Anna. She got to get some from this place. This mullen leaf is so much better than that. What I got in that package it seems softer, fresher. I mean, it's like the ladies who sold it to me went and got it out of their backyard. It's this herb place over in Silver Lake. What's up, Henty? Yeah, let me get rid of that. Right there. Hit the like button. What's going on, James? How's everybody? Welcome to Giraffe Balls. The place, peace to the balls, peace to the balls, where I get high as giraffe balls and talk about whatever. And I ain't true. What's up? I invite you all to invite others. Please. I'm one of my few indulgences. Trader Joe's almond butter cups. These are so much better than Reese's. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, Hinty, you said Tranquil Mercury Day. Okay, help me out, Hinty. Because I'm telling you, Mama, I've been clumsy as a sumbitch the past few hours, like towards the night into right now. And you know the Mercury and retrograde thing they say. Where is Mercury right now? Is that what am I fucking up? Is that why I'm so what's up, Josh? Ain't seen Josh's head in a minute. What's going on, brother? Well, I'm in here now. I know I got a lighter. I gotta have a lighter. See, there are a lot of shows that got me beat in punctual mediocrity. That's my new term. Now, either it's an excuse for not having my feces collected, or I'm right. But it is, I watch a lot of shows that are right on time and they're just fucking boring. Me, I might not be on time. I'm short far more often, but might not be quite on time and not always the same way because I really need my own engineer. I just kind of understand this stuff and I love it. But we always talk about dope shit here. Like the fact that Josh Hawkins does look like an Ethiopian snake. Not so much, Josh, that you look like an Ethiopian snake per se, but like if somebody pissed you off, you could turn into something else. You look like a shapeshifter. There you go. You look mid-shift. Yeah, a little mid-shift look about you, which is not the worst thing in the world. Just everybody don't look like you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Will. I see it. Now, I don't know what you got, but I got Mullen because y'all know that's what I've been smoking lately. I've been staying away from. Point taken. Point taken. Point taken. Point taken. Josh, the advantage. Josh, advantage Hawkins. You can't roast me and not have a profile pic. He has a very valid point, Will. Now, smoky shit. It's been so long since I smoked. This bong is okay. It's not clean. I like my shit surgically clean. And I haven't had time to do that because I haven't really been smoking. Okay. Hinty says Mercury is actually direct now. Okay. Type in some more dope shit about Mercury. Type me in some star shit, Hinty. So, smoke it. Oh man. I mean, it barely makes smoke. And it's so good and light. It's delicious. Dache Linmier. Did I get it right? Dache Linmier? It ain't Dashy Lindmeyer. That there ain't what it is it? I read tarot cards and I believe the other side. I wanted to try that. And there is the second sight in my family. My grandmother had this crazy Dache. My grandmama was bananas with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go on and accept that. I think I'm gonna buy some tarot cards. Where would you suggest? How would you suggest I get involved and started? I believe I may have a little bit that I pick up on shit. I pick up on vibes from people. there's my shit is not that asymmetrical. I don't know what the fuck that is right there. What is that? That doesn't look right. I have a thing about symmetry. I'm real when some shit's off on one side. If it's not purposely abstract, it fucks with me. Um, I do. I think I may have a little of something other than obviously crazy. I talk to myself. I I'm out there. I might be on the spectrum. I might be on the edge of the spectrum. I really believe that. But uh yeah, Dashe, thank you. Uh I want you to speak on that. When I might open the room. Uh as a matter of fact, Will, I'm not gonna put up any more of your roast comments until you put up a picture. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh, I got to go back to that. You can't roast me and not have profile picture. I got to go out. That just makes so much sense to me. That makes so much even though I agree with you, Josh. Like he's between something. He's but but that's kind of leading into today's show, uh, which I really didn't do. Shout out to Zero. Zero, we got to talk, man. I was just talking to Bless. By the way, you guys need to tune in to uh, No Man Mondays uh, on power357radio.com. Uh, Blue Haze, I don't even understand why that's funny. I don't, I'm, maybe it's because I don't know who uh, Young Thug is really. I couldn't pick his music out from the Baby or anybody else, Young Berg, or anybody who really is so preoccupied with being young. I'm not. But I can't, hey, I'm not dissing because people said our music was ridiculous when I was young. They were wrong, but they did say it. Uh, Blue Haze, your pick is dope. That's dope. Um, yeah. So I am. I will say this about smoking. Uh, Smoking through the bong with uh, Mullen. You gotta smoke a lot more. Period. I'm in the process of the January shakedown. In January, I shake my studio now, and like the burgundy matrix behind me, I keep all my shit there, my spare mics, my gear, drives, shit, and I take it all out. And I strongly suggest you do this. Uh, go into a room. I'm gonna put that up in the second hint. To go in a room in your house, pull everything out into the hallway. Every blessed fucking thing except the floor, the carpet, everything. And the furniture. And in some cases the furniture, but everything. And then make it earn its way back in. Have a trial of your shit. Put your shit on trial. That's a great way to slim down your life. Take everything out of your closets, out of your everything in the fucking room out. And then piece by piece, why do you still belong here? Uh that's the That's what's going down with my studio right now. And all this shit stays. I'm not getting rid of none of this shit. But the ancillary shit, there's some shit for sale, maybe. It's some shit. This shit got to go. Now, I'm not getting to get back on the smoke side of things. Let me light some more. I love incense cones. A lot less mess. Put them in the ashtray. You know that little incense line you get when you burn? You don't get that. Because you just got this burning and I put that in the coolish. I challenge anybody to show me a cooler ashtray than this little sumbitch right here. Isn't that the coolest? That's fucking cool, man. I love that guy. That's my dog. He watches shit in here. I get the white one to match him. I think I might get the white one, or just get 2 black ones. I might get 2 black ones. But yeah, that's what's. Let's see. Okay, now we'll get back to that. First of all, what do direct and retrograde mean in astrological terms? These are times when a planet moves forward or backward through the signs of the zodiac. Actually, it's an optical illusion. As when a moving train passes a slower train that appears to be going backward. Okay? When a planet is in direct motion, planetary energies are more straightforward. In retrograde, planetary energies turn back in on themselves, and are more involuted. Okay. What really happens when a planet moves from retrograde to direct motion is more akin to waking up from a deep slumber. Mercury will need time to drink some coffee and fully regain consciousness. Oh shit! Mercury, the planet that rules the mind, is turning direct on January 18, 2023, after it's being retrograde phase since December 29th. When Mercury is not operating smoothly, there can be plenty of mishaps related to anything ruled by Mercury, including transportation, commerce, or communication. Once Mercury has stationed direct, it will need a few days to regulate its orbit, and then you'll be good to go. Any delay, frustration, confusion surrounding Mercury-ruled matters will soon find resolution. I dig all that. I dig all of that. Thank you so much for that. I'm really wanting to get into other shit, stars, tarot, that kind of shit. I really do. And to go back to what where's she at? Sister Dashe said. I think it's Sister. I think I may have some of these abilities, which leads me to the fucking mess I just made. Today's show, which I want to go down the road of nuclear disaster. Okay. I have an idea surrounding it for some black superheroes. And but before I get there, I'll try smoking it out of this. For those of you who may not know, see that? You make a lot more smoke with a pipe, with mullein, than you do with this bong. With this bong, it's almost as if the smoke is too fine to make it through the water. Smoke on the water. It's a Deep Purple song, I do believe. Kel say he's smoking a Thin Mint on the way to work. Is that a strain? I'm not. I'm not up on Thin Mint. I've gotten all my tarot oracle cards from Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, and a metaphysical shop in the city. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I may scoop some maybe today. Where's the best place to get Mullen? WDMA Warrior wants to know. Okay, it's Cookie Strain. Thank you, Kills. Well, I say find the most Birkenstockest white folk tree hugging spot you can find, like a good herbal. Right now, I'll give them a free plug. If you get something from there, no, Eagle Rock. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's a place called Wild Terra. Um, I will share this with you. This is a free plug. They didn't ask me. I just had such a good experience there. Wild Terra, it's apothecary. They got oils and all kind of cool shit in there, man. Really cool shit. This is where I'm going to start getting a lot of my spices that I cook with, because they have a lot of that there. They got syrups, vinegars, they got all kind of stuff in there. And I just happened upon them because because I was looking for, leave the mailman alone. Stop being so fussy. Hey. Now. No, Rick, I'm not sick. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm smoking and meditating and working and yeah, working like a dog, man. Yeah, we got to talk, Spliffs. We have to talk, man. We have to talk today. Uh but yeah, I can't tell you what to do. I tell you what I do if I was you. What's happening now is Mullen forces mucus out of you. It's excellent for you. And it's much cheaper than weed. Before it's hard for them to put a tax on it because it grows wild just about uh, it grows just about everywhere. Please hit the like button if you're in here. That is the cover charge to come in and get this dope ass shit that I be putting down. If I do say so my goddamn self, I do say some dope shit. I surprise myself. Y'all have seen it. Oftentimes I'll make myself cry. Ooh, that smells good. Little burning this right now. A little precious musk. Another shameless plug. Or free plug. This I love little incense, like getting smooth in here. And we're gonna open it up. in a while. And uh, not a long while, because I really want to talk to y'all about it. Uh, let's Dre, what up? Let's get back to before we get into the Dookie Nookie. Uh, you have the Sun Deck and Moon Tarot. Okay, we're gonna talk about that too. We'll put that in here. Is that when you say that the Sun Deck and Moon Tarot? I'm sure that is a particular brand or subsystem or category of tarot. I'm sure of that. But why that? Did you try another type and you didn't like it? Is this, you've been doing it a while and so this is what yeah. Why that particular one? Spark One, what's going on? Let's see. Where was it? Okay, where's the best place? No. Need to start growing your own. Guess I need to start growing my own. Well, yeah, you could grow your own. You could grow your own, man. I mean, it grows everywhere. It grows in a lot of different places, so it's really hard for them to tax it. Yeah, that's wilt. That's what I'm not really into weed, but what's the difference between weed and mullein? Okay. Well, number one, that's let's start with where they're similar. And this is purely my own shit. Okay. They're similar in this way. They're both natural plants that grown in nature, not fucked with, are excellent for you. Okay. Mullein, where they're different, is mullein really, it gives you a little buzz. Nigga, you gotta smoke a lot of mullein to get a buzz. You're not gonna get high. Well, you get in a good mood. It's a light buzz, very light. Yes. Like, not like, that weed, that's some space shuttle shit. No. This shit'll have you where you walking and like walking on the moon. Like whoop, 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 whoop. It's just real light. But it's great for your lungs. It's absolutely wonderful for your lungs. It pushes mucus out of your body. Zero told me about how it stimulates brain function, and I do believe that. It's yeah, used for thank you, WDMA. I'm telling you, I love my group. I love my nephews and nieces. There's some smart son bitches in here. Mullein is used for cough, whooping cough, tuberculosis, bronchitis, hoarseness, pneumonia, earaches, colds, chills, flu, swine flu, fever, allergies. Oh, it's that shit making me sneeze. Tonsillitis, sore throat. It brings mucus out of you. Like my nose is running now. And it hadn't been. It's just all kind of good for you. It's all kind of good for you. Wow. Hit the nail on the fucking head. This might be the pull of the day. So it's different from just like the difference between drinking grain alcohol and a 5% beer. Sure. Yeah. All type of shit, Dre. All type of shit. It's really, you are not doing bad shit for yourself, smoking it or drinking it. It's great to make a tea. And I tell you where is, nigga, this with my hookup. With my hookup. This is 2 ounces of mullet. If I had this much weed, the Cadillac shit I smoke, you talking about $500. My shit's about $250 an ounce. At my prices. You know how much I paid for this much mullen? $10, nigga. $10. If you smoke weed, yeah, about $5 an ounce. About $5 an ounce. Right there, about $5 an ounce for this shit. You cut your weed amounts drastically if you cut it with mullen. I would say get you a gang of mullen like this and cut your weed 1-to-1 mullen weed if you smoke weed. Absolutely, WDMA. If you smoke weed, smoke mullen. I would say this, Will. I would say all the bullshit you hear about weed, paranoia, GMO, all that shit is gone with mullen. All that shit is absent. It is a great jump off. If you gonna smoke something, I think one of the best things you can smoke is mullen. Yeah, Dre. It's very minty. It's real light. Yeah, thank you, WDMA. I'm fairly sure that was a smart cat. Yeah, you cut your weed, bro. Cut your weed with this shit. And I mean, Frank says he has a mullen fatty once a day. Yeah, Frank. That's a yeah. And you really are doing your body a service. You really are. You will feel the difference. And you can smoke this shit all day. You are not going to get fucked up. You're not going to get zoned out. You just feel really good. It really is. It really is not. It's like taking a super light pull on a joint doing this. See all that? I'm not going to get fucked up. I'm just in a really great mood, really light, really minty. I really enjoy the experience. It's really good for your lungs. I don't have a downside, man. There's no downside. It's cheap, good for your lungs. Pool is not harsh. Look at that. Here, I'm going to reload, and then we'll get into the nukes. I'm going to reload. Okay, sorry, dog. I can't name you because I have a real dog downstairs, and she's very jealous. Boy, Marley's jealous. She do not play. When it come to her people, I can't even say it's just me. My dog has a velvet rope. And once you're on the other side of it, you belong to her. My kids, my friends. Look up Billy Boyle. 1 spliff a day keeps the evil away. Okay. I'm going to look that up, Zero. I'm going to look that up. Billy Boyle. Is that the proper spelling? Because sometimes niggas tell you look some shit up and they spell it, and the way they spell it, you wind up, down some weird porn alley online. So yeah. I don't want Billy Boyo. That's another thing. I got a complaint. I watch a little porn from time to time. Not as much as I used to, but especially on XNXX. Okay? Dear XNXX people, stop sliding the dude on dude shit in my search for the shit I search for. Okay? Interracial, cuckold, MILF, big butt. That's my shit. Okay. I'm over there. You have a designation button now. Gay, trans, and then just regular. If I click regular, I want to see fucking regular. All right? I've already made my fucking choice. And I knocked that shit off. I already said when you came in, you asked me what I wanted to see. I told you. I'm not gonna change it. Porn ain't where you change your mind. Porn WDMA, right? The porn is not where I'm gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna change my mind and decide to want to see a dude suck another dude dick. I'm not gonna change my mind. I don't want to see an old freak shit where the dude busting nut in his the black dude busting nut in his wife and the white dude licking out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I didn't ask for that. Okay, so don't put it over here. I used to do this back in the day. Back in the day, I would go into used to be video store where you VHSs and then DVDs they would have, and then they had the room in the back with the beads. That's what the adult shit was. I would go back there and you could thumb through it, and then ooh, titties, ass. Two dudes fucking, oh shit. So you know what I did? I used to take upon myself to take all the two dudes fucking shit and put it over there for the guy coming behind me. Okay? I was doing a service to both the gay people and the straight people. So you can find your shit. I'm not looking for your shit. You fucking up my experience is what you're doing. You're getting me out of the mood to jack off in the first place with this. Knock it off. Now the nukes. Cross-contamination is a trick. Okay. I'm here with it. Now, for those of you who may not know, and this is my experience, you feel free to correct me on it. See, oh yeah, there's that mullen buzz. Oh yeah, real light, just a real light buzz. Back in I'm not posting any of hey Jim, what up? Hey man. No, remember I told you we gotta move. We gotta move the 1:30 because I'm helping my daughter with some shit. That's why I told you. We can't do it. I wish we could. I tell you what, if you want to see what I'm doing, go to YouTube and look up giraffe balls. Giraffe balls, BALLZ, no spaces. Is where I get high as giraffe balls and talk about whatever. Right now, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude giraffe, like the animal, giraffe balls. Giraffe balls. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. You're actually on the show. I'm gonna set up this dude right here. Chess is like my golf. I suck at it, but I love it, and I'm really wanting to get better. This dude is a fucking gorilla. This is this dude Jim. He hangs out, or I met him at the game store. You know how every big city got a game store where dudes that can't get laid on their own go hang out and play Dungeons and Dragons. Well, this is one of them stores. It's a dope store. Jim. Okay, my speaker is fucked up, Jim. So you sound horrible. I should have you call back. But Jim is a chess master. And I was supposed to take chess lessons with him today, but some shit came up with my daughter that I got to do right after the show. But I've been telling him about the show, dude. Go on YouTube, search giraffe balls with no spaces, giraffe balls with a Z, and let me know when you're in here. All right. Oh yeah, man. High as giraffe balls. I get high as giraffe balls. Yeah. Come check it out, Jim. All right, man. Good dude. That's a good dude right there. Good cat. So yeah. Mullen got my nose running. It pushes the mucus out of you. Does Mullen help with pain relief? No, that's why you need to get back over into the weed. Yeah, I don't know if it really helps you with that. What up, Jay Jemerson? Yeah. Now, for those of you who don't know, the first nuke was called Fat Boy. It was dropped on the Japanese back in 1945. You gotta look up the op. Yeah, Kels, take the lessons, man. Take the lessons. Just fuck the shortcuts. Just pay somebody. This dude's $50 for 2 hours, and he'll pull your head out of your ass. He's over, but he over here in Pasadena. You down, man. The niggas be playing where you at. I don't know how hard they hustling for lessons, but it's some monsters over in Lamert Park. Anyway, 1945. That's when the first nuke was ever dropped on anybody, of course, by the white man. And I believe that, and for those of you who may or may not be aware, let me bring this up. Okay. Here. Let me play some of this. I mean, there's a ton of it. There's a ton of it up here. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna play this this video, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
One of the greatest misconceptions about nuclear bombs is that they instantly annihilate everything in sight. But the fallout from a nuclear blast actually has layers. When it explodes, it leaves in its wake a kind of destruction that's both fast and slow, and one whose devastation stretches much farther and lingers far longer than many might suspect. Here's what actually happens when a nuclear bomb hits. For the sake of example, imagine a 10 kiloton nuclear bomb goes off in Times Square. The moment it detonates, a white flash is visible for miles. The light is so bright that, for a moment, people as far away as Queens and Newark can't see. At the same time, scorching heat radiates outward from the explosion site, followed by a massive fireball. The core of the fireball is tens of millions of degrees, as hot as the center of the sun. There are few survivors within a half-mile radius of the blast. Buildings and vegetation in that same range ignite or char. The bomb disrupts gas lines, burns structures and power lines, and knocks out communication towers and cell phones within about 1.6 miles.
Flying glass and debris are immediate dangers, so stay where you are until you're sure it's safe to move.
A colossal wave of pressure follows the fireball, traveling at the speed of sound and producing winds as fast as 500 miles per hour. All told, the explosion creates a crater 50 feet deep and a shockwave of about 3.2 miles, reaching south to Gramercy Park, north to the Met, and east and west into the Hudson. Residual pressure shatters windows, and piles of rubble as tall as 30 feet tower within a half-mile radius of Times Square. This has all happened in a matter of seconds. Meanwhile, in the days and hours after the initial explosion, a plume of fallout travels in a single direction away from the blast site. The plume could, for example, settle up the eastern seaboard, leaving radioactive dust on everything in its path. The most radioactive region of the plume could reach about 20 miles to New Rochelle. A much larger but less radioactive region of the plume, known as the hot zone, could extend about 60 miles north to Monroe, Connecticut.
Now large amounts of pulverized debris and molten earth are pulled up into the mushroom cloud. The radioactive atoms produced in the explosion join with the particles of earth and debris. The mushroom-shaped cloud forms and climbs higher.
The first pulse of radiation wreaks biological warfare at the molecular level of everyone outside or in weakly insulated buildings, altering the structure of key cellular machinery and injuring DNA, so that within minutes, people begin to feel nauseous and dizzy and begin to experience headaches and vomiting. Then, anywhere from several days and 2 weeks, symptoms of those exposed to radiation worsen. In severe cases, infected people will become delirious, emaciated, and incapacitated. In most cases, people with radiation sickness die in one of two ways. Their immune system is no longer able to fight infection, or their digestive system becomes too damaged to function. Those who survive do so by seeking shelter, ideally in a strong underground structure like a basement, a tunnel, or a parking garage. Fallout from a nuclear blast is extremely dangerous at first, but the danger decreases rapidly. Within 24 to 72 hours of the explosion, it's safe for survivors to reemerge. Theoretically, a bomb of this size would kill about 250,000 people and injure roughly 300,000 more. That's 20 times more deadly than any act of terrorism or natural disaster in all of America's history. And if in this hypothetical scenario, the bomb had been dropped from the sky instead of detonated on the ground, the number of fatalities would have soared. For context, consider this. This hypothetical scenario is a small-scale example. A larger nuke, like the 300 kiloton warheads that countries like, say, China or Russia possess, would kill at least 1.2 million and injure an additional 2 million more.
All these factors must be considered as we plan for the survival of our homes, our families, and our nation in the nuclear age.
Okay. There's all that doomsday shit, right? Now, because of that, you have to be a monumentally selfish motherfucker to even consider what species of animal says, if I don't get my way, I'll fuck up everything. That's what a nuclear bomb says. Now, that's one. There are thousands of them. We have never been closer to the button being pushed than you are right now as you sit here. Here's where the shit gets freaky. Simultaneously, you've never seen more UFOs than ever. This is the most UFO sightings ever. They can't even lie about it no more. So all you people who love and niggas, stop throwing the term conspiracy theorist around like you saying something bad about somebody when every conspiracy known to man has been pointed at your black ass. Everyone. Think about a conspiracy. They either tried it on you or they aimed it at you, you should be up conspiracy theorist ass as a black person. But anyway, remember how much fun we made of Randy Quaid's character in Independence Day? The crazy white man with the kids that flew the nuke into the aliens. We made a bunch of the see, and now here they are. Now all these people wasn't lying, huh? Well, here's what I think happened. And let me further illustrate my point. Yeah. This is, in my opinion, what's going on right now. With us as a species.
Hey, lady, yo, bite the from the bite. Hey, because no. Kamu jauh. Keluar. Gua boleh lari ni. Kita pasal. Gua kumil. Keluar.
Oh God. Oh yeah, nigga. Talk that shit. Okay, I gotta do that again. Okay, maybe I won't. Okay. With the nuke, we are the monkeys of the galaxy that have the AK-47. We are the... I don't believe we came up with that shit on our own. I believe there's some alien Bloods and Crips shit going on. No, you won't fuck a monkey up, Zan. A monkey will fuck you up. You need to knock that shit off. You need to look up monkeys. Monkeys is no joke. They're 4 times stronger than a human being, and they're really fucking smart. You really do not want it with no goddamn monkey. You don't. You better off with 2 pit bulls than you are a monkey. A monkey will fuck you up. You do not want a monkey. No. I've seen it. I've seen a pit bull kill a monkey. I mean, a monkey kill a pit bull. Whooped his ass and killed him. This dude had a monkey, and dude went and got his pit bull and brought that pit bull up there talking that shit, and that pit bull knocked that monkey off of that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Bruce House Space Juice, that's hilarious. Knocked him off the mound, and the pit bull went at him. The monkey jumped up in the air and jumped on his back and started hitting him in the face and biting him in the neck and killed him. Okay. True? Fuck around and once I'm elected emperor, once this shit goes to hell, I tell you what, Zan, I love you, but I'm going to put you in with a monkey. You better look up a monkey. The monkeys are not to be fucked with. Okay? You can't control that little motherfucker. He got 4 hands. He got hands for fucking feet. Okay, damn, Jeff, that weed got to be some fire. Goddamn, man, your paws look caught that awkward Cole, I have no idea what you're talking about. These pauses, I think, is in your internet. That's what I really. Does anybody else see? You too old for monkey fights. You too ill-equipped for monkey fights. You wasn't ready for a monkey fight at 22 when you could fuck all weekend on a Snicker, a nap, and a banana. You could not. You can. You okay? Knock it off. Anyway, back with back to the subject. Yes, I don't think we came up with that shit on our own. I don't. I think aliens imparted some of this knowledge to us. And just like old dude just handed him the AK-47, somebody handed us that technology. The problem is that if one of these fucking nukes gets off the chain, it's going to set off some galactic shit this time. It's going to set galactic shit into play that's going to be fucked up. And the other aliens are not having it. Now, that's why they're here. They're here to control the fucking monkeys. You fucking idiots that are still, I'm gonna check out Billy Carson, man, that are still, give me a link. I'll put it up here. If you can give me a short link, I'll put it up here. If you are, you monkeys that are still starting shit with each other over skin color because you let one of you get out of control, are not going to fuck the galaxy off with your bullshit. You're not. We're not going to have you fucking the galaxy off with the, yes, WDMA. Affecting the ecosystem of the universe. Not just affecting, bruh. Not just affecting. We are the monkeys of the universe. That's who we are. With all our technology and know-how and so-called advanced ways of being, I think the rest of the universe has tolerated our space junk. Who else is putting shit in space with the rest of the galaxy? Who else is throwing their trash in space but us? Nobody. It's just us. And now, if we fuck this earth up bad enough, we're going to throw some shit out of alignment that don't have nothing to do with us. Yeah, Blue Haze. There you go. Find a way to fuck yourself up without fucking us up. I really believe that. They're not going to have it. Now, my other belief is that they're going to let a nuke off and it's going to fuck up everybody but niggas because your melanin going to protect you. But that's just some shit I'm hoping that, especially if you plant-based and you smoke. However, I'm not worried about it because I can't. If I was on some 007 shit and I could jump up from here, dun 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 dun, and stop this shit myself, then I might concern myself with it. But I can't, which is why I live the fuck out of every day. Every day. every day. That sum up game, that video clip and the chimpanzee and the gun. Oh, thank you, Skew. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. But that's really who I think we are. We are the monkeys of the fucking galaxy. And they're tired of it. They're fucking tired of it. So they are here to make sure that you fucking monkeys don't fuck up the rest of oh, and thank you, Mod. Thank you, Mod. I got it. Oh, where you at? Thank you, Doc. I got another one. I think that the Earth, that's why these white boys have fucked it up with this plastic so much. I think somebody told these shape-shifting ass aliens, wherever they're at, that their planets, their systems need plastic. That's why we're making so fucking much of it. And it's destroying our world. And these motherfuckers has been put in charge, have been given some kind of deal once you finally ruin this place to go somewhere else. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. In the words of Prince, why, if you look on a record contract, it says, we own this everywhere in the known universe. He said, are they telling us something? Is there something they know that we don't? Oh, there's some shit going on so far beyond the common man. But I don't believe this nuke shit is going to be pulled off. And if it is, what you going to do anyway? On that, I am going to let you motherfuckers in the room. Let's talk about it. Come on in here. There's the invite. There's the StreamYard. Come your ass on in here. Let's talk. Yeah. Let me put on a little Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson. This is just some shit that I was making. And when it came out, I started feeling like it's something Janet would fuck with back in the day. My wife already knew it. Me and Janet Jackson been married since Good Time. Well, no, we was too young for Good Times. Right around Different Strokes, Janet Jackson been my wife since Different Strokes. She don't even know it really, but she is. Sit tight, True. Sit tight, man. I see you. Welcome. And bring your strange ass conspiracy. Okay, drop 2 links. Let me see it. What'd you see? I don't see them, Swifts. Sit tight, Ahmad. Hey, Cananas. Girl, you just getting here? Girl, Cananas. I owe you. I'm going to send you some mullein from my way, from around where I get it. Oh, it's fantastic. It's on some other shit, man. This is... I don't know. I ain't going to say I ain't never going back to weed, but I ain't smoking it as much. Because, nigga, if I smoke this much weed, I would be enthralled at my feet under your name. I have no idea what that means. Under my name. I don't know. Oh, in the private chat, you mean? No, I don't see it. Put it in the private chat under my name, Spliffs. You gotta put it where I can get it. Remember, I'm old people in technology. Under your handle. That means nothing for me still. That means absolutely nothing for me. Just put it where I'm telling you to put it. So did it get you high? Very, very lightly. Oh, you mean that like that's my shit. Okay. Ahmad, where'd you go, man? Let me start bringing y'all in here. What's up, Cousin Annis?
Hey,
How you? Hey, sis. How y'all? Where y'all on your way to?
how are you? Me and my sister just had a little argument. I told her, I said, I need to invite you to the Carolinas so I can give you some of that Southern hospitality. She said, he's a man. I know right.
Okay. Well, I don't know if y'all just getting in on the show. Is True in here? Did I bring True in? Yeah, I brought you in.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay. Today we were way out in the stratosphere talking about nukes and how I believe that that's the reason the aliens are showing themselves, is to stop these goddamn fools from destroying the rest of the galaxy. Because if they let these nukes off the chain, it's not just going to affect the Earth. It's going to throw stuff all out of balance, which again, not to step on no toes, but this is what I say about black Christians, okay? Where's the aliens in the Bible? Because they're here. We have proof of them. They're here. Now, I don't believe that these horrible, horrible devices that only a selfish son of a bitch could come up with. If you don't do it my way, I'm going to destroy the whole Earth. What kind of selfish shit is that? That's where we are. I don't know if it's going to happen.
It's some shit that white people will come up with.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think no brother, I don't get that mad. I'm so goddamn mad, I'm going to destroy everything. Everything.
And then the you know how they have on TV that the aliens taking get in somebody else's body so they can. That little 6-year-old boy that shot that damn teacher. What the fuck did she say to him so bad for him to shoot her? They was aliens up with his little age. He just got out of fire.
Well, you know what, sis? I'm gonna tell you what I think the issue is with regard to children off the chain. The job of parent is too damn hard for some people. That's why they make their kids their friend. That's why anytime you hear people talk about, oh, my daughter is my best friend, my son is my best friend. Well, you know why that is. That's because you done alienated everybody else that's your age. They can see through your bullshit. So now you're going to make the person that's dependent upon you feeding them your best friend.
Guess what? You hit the nail on the head, because I got a daughter that just like you just explained that shit. My child just like that. She wants to be her children's best friend.
Want to be their friend. You know why, sis? Because it's too hard to say no all the time to somebody you love. It's too hard to be on duty 24 hours a day for somebody you love. It's too hard. Sugar Mac is a fucking... I tell my kids this. I am not your friend. My job is to make you the kind of person I would be friends with. I can't. Hold on a second, Spliffs. These links you putting in the chat, I cannot. It won't let me copy them. I'm trying to copy them. It won't let me. Put them in the private chat so I can copy them and paste them. Do you want me to check them out later? If you want me to check them out later, I can look at them maybe later. But right now, I want to use the shit. And I can't use it if you put it in here, because I can't let me see. If I go to YouTube, okay, there. Okay. Where's the chat from YouTube? Okay.
Just like you just described.
Yeah.
You described her to.
Yeah, yo, she trying to be so what you're saying is okay, yeah, if I go to YouTube I can do it. What you're saying, or what it sounds like you're saying is that your babies, your grandbabies are being neglected by your daughter because your daughter is trying not to raise her kids how she was raised.
We're not raising somebody else.
Sit down, sit tight, architect.
But you're feeling guilty because somebody else got it.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to down the world. So they won't feel bad. What she did, somebody else is raising her. And she's paying child support. And she don't have a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out of. But then she want to go make this extra money to give the children to make them feel like, I'm a good parent and, and don't want them to feel bad for her mistakes. No, baby girl, that ain't the way it is. You was a bad parent. So let's get over it. They somewhere where somebody's taking care of them. So you take care of yourself. You ain't even got a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out of. But then you want to give to them because you don't want them to think hard of you. Nope, that is not. Well, you tell them what the situation was. You tell them why you feel like you failed them as a mother.
Okay, well,
how old are
they now?
16, 14, 13, and two 9-year-olds. Two twins. 2 9-year-olds.
Jesus, 5. She got to start in 5. Okay.
Oh, we had 13. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's go down this road for a second. I don't think she's, and a lot of parents are guilty of this. What I don't think she's looking at is that these kids are not babies. They formed their opinion of you already.
Exactly.
You couldn't change that opinion if you hit Powerball.
I tried to tell her that.
What you need to change, and I tell you what, I'm gonna put just me on the screen, and I want you to play this for your daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Emily.
Hey, Emily. It's your Uncle Jeff. Cool black uncle you never knew you had. I'm going to get in your business for a minute. There's only one thing you can do to ensure a wonderful, grounded, positive relationship in the future with your kids. And that's change you. Not them. Not your mama. Not the baby daddy. Not your friends. You. You are going to have to be honest about you and fix you and fix the part of you that made these children without a way to take care of them, without appropriate guidance. Whatever machines in your head, whatever excuses in your head, thoughts in your head that make what you're doing okay, what you did okay, Whatever you're using to justify, you're going to have to change, baby. If you hit Powerball this weekend, you are not going to change the problem with money. You won't. You don't have enough money. The U.S. Mint don't print enough money to change this. You're going to have the help, the guidance, and most of all, the courage to change you. And that's a hard thing to do, sis. I'm not judging you. I've been there. I've been there. That's a rough look in the mirror. That's a rough look. But that's the only person you can use to change this. The only person that you need make peace with. You cannot make peace with your children about the person you were or were not.
Right.
I know that one personally.
And the first thing she got to do is love herself first.
That's it.
Before she loves anybody, you got to love you like a man love a woman. That's how you got to love you.
Okay, sis, I got to stop you. And I tell you why. Because she done heard it from you. You too close. I don't have a dog in this fight. Maybe you'll hear it from me. I don't even know you, sis. But I love you. I got love for you. I can feel your heart hurting. I can feel you looking for some place to put that anger. And you damn right. Some people did you wrong. Some people wronged you. Your baby daddy, I think. It's more than one daddy. Is it more than one daddy? It is if one daddy for all 5 of the kids. Shake your head, yes or no, sis. Is it one baby? Is one baby for all 5 of these kids? No, it's multiple babies. Okay, them dudes. Your mama did some shit wrong growing you up. You know why? Because she's not perfect either. She raised you with the tools that were given her. You got to get over that. You got to forgive her for that. And not for your kids. Nigga, for you. Your mama didn't have no manual. And no, the King James Version of the Bible show the fuck ain't. Your mama did not have a manual when you came out that had your name on it and said, here's how you raise this girl. Here's how you do it. She didn't. She had whatever was or wasn't told, did or didn't happen to her as a young adult and as a child to grow up with, to use for you. You're not going to buy your way out of this. You're not going to pray your way out of this. You're not going to work your way out of this. You are going to have to, and this is the 4-letter word that scares the sweet shit out of black people. You're going to have to love your way out of this. That's the only way out. Now, you see it going by. What you need to do, sis, look me up. Ask Uncle Jeff at Gmail. We'll sit down. We'll talk. Now, let me bring all these people back up in her. Bring y'all back up in her. Now, Annis, I'm gonna be honest with you, cousin. I'm beginning to be a little nervous because I don't see Butch nowhere. What you done with Butch? You got him tied up in the basement or something?
No, we in South Carolina at my mom's house. He's in the house with my dad, my stepdad, and he got Diesel with him. So he keeping Diesel at bay. Diesel keep going up to my room and looking at her, and then he'll come out, and then he'll go back in there. I don't know what it is, but he keep going in there, and then he walks around the bed, and then he'll come out. He's doing that all day.
I'll tell you what that is. Diesel is closer to your mother than any of you. He's closer to your mother than any of you. Because animals don't have, he don't have an ATM card. He don't have no bills. He don't know shit about the white man. He ain't been affected by this as you have. Which means Diesel's spirit is cleaner by default. A dog's spirit is cleaner than a man's.
Yep.
That walk around that bed is beyond us. I don't know what it's about, but it's about something spiritual. Just go on and let it happen. Go on and let it happen. Now, enough of me. I'm way off the dirt road. What's happening? True. What's happening? Zero. Is that you in here? Let's talk about it.
So, what part are we talking about?
Actually, we can. If you want to get back on it, whatever you got the wheel, bro. You got the wheel. Whatever you want to talk about, let it fly.
Well, for one, you got to be one demented ass person to even come up with the idea of a nuke.
How about that? How about shit?
What was going on in your life that make you think this is a great thing to be able to use? If we can't get our way, we just want to destroy everything and screw everybody up in the process of trying to get what we want. Knowing when you set that off, knowing when you set that off, whatever you thought you wanted is going to be ruined anyway. So why would you even do that? You better off just offing yourself and leave everybody else the hell alone.
That's right. I agree with him.
Well, the thing is, a lot of these leaders would rather live underground they got bunkers in the mountains. They got cities in mountains underground that are being run with full-on personnel, full-on cities that are below ground. That these people are preparing themselves because of, there you go, WDMA with the 3-pointer from the parking lot. If I can't rule this planet, then no one can.
That's a part of the problem. Everybody wants to rule this planet. Hell, we're all here on a lease.
Thank you.
How about that? Wow. Wow.
It don't belong to you. We're visitors here. We're here to do some stuff and then transition. We don't own this. It was here before us. It's gonna be here after us.
That is not ours.
I like to add on to what the brother just said about the lease, right? The only problem with that lease is that we already bought in to the bullshit. You see, so like we using the phones, so we using all the minerals that it take to run those phones. We the consumers and we consuming the bullshit. So like, although everything you saying is 100% correct in its original form, but we not living that right now.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We highly dependent on all of the bullshit that makes this shit all about money.
Yeah, this quote unquote modernization.
Yeah. So I feel you 100%. That's why I live out in the jungle, because I like 432 megahertz. I like that. I like that vibration. But on the real, it ain't too many people. I invite people yearly on a consistent basis, and not too many people take me up on that. You know what I'm saying? So it might be something in the water, in the food, that make it where they uncomfortable with going back to the original, vibratory states, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
All of it is just ignorance. They may not know any better, or they're not trying to learn.
Yeah, I think it might be the perfect mixture of both. My brother. Really,
I tell you a bunch of it, fellas. and I'm gonna bring this back to our people. Black people are so programmed to chase what some shit look like. I need to look like I got all my shit together. So when I use my passport, I'm going to nigga spots, Aruba, St. Martin, Jamaica. I gotta go where the other niggas go so other niggas can be envious of me. As opposed to really, really digging deep and for the same money or less, going somewhere to disconnect from this shit.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? First, let me backtrack because when I first came up, I meant to say peace, God, to everybody. That's how I greet.
Say, man, what's going on, Zero, man? You gonna act like we just talked last week, man? We ain't talked in a minute. I gotta talk to you, man. We got some shit.
Yep, I got some shit for you, my bro. I got some shit for you. But peace, God. I'm talking to everybody on the panel. Peace, God. And before you wince at what I'm saying or doubt what I'm saying, if you're a biblical person, read Psalms 82 and it'll break it down real nice and smooth for you. All right, so, man, everywhere on the planet is a black spot.
How about that?
If you really know what's up, you know, the people that they put on TV in front of you ain't really the indigenous populations of most of the places around the planet Earth. So I'm gonna tell you, just being a well-traveled person, a good majority of the planet is a black spot. You know what I'm saying? So like always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to those places, you'll seek out those people and really learn something about what's really going on the ground or at the grassroots level. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's real. If you get a chance, I dropped two links in the studio for you, right? And you was talking about Tariq Nasheed last week, and if you in contact with him, ask him about this brother, man. I would never steer you wrong, but check out this brother Billy Carson, right? This brother Billy Carson.
Slow down. Do you want me to put it in? Oh yeah, you just said it. Remember?
Yeah. I dropped two short links if you want to play them. That's good information. That's relevant to what we talking about. This brother, see, a lot of the people I deal with, they got security clearances. This not just the bullshit of, and I'm not saying that there ain't psychic people on the planet and people that's connected, but you got to have a good mix of both.
Right.
And the way that this brother's got a security clearance, he got an aerospace company and he's got high-level security clearances. Check him out, really research him. Everything is transparent with him, and you'll learn a lot about this brother, man. And this brother is dropping some serious jewels on the people, some things that they really need to know.
Okay, hold on a minute. Do you want me to play the Billy Carson one first, or the
both of them are Billy Carson, but you could start with the Black Knight Satellite one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
play a little music too.
Yeah, absolutely. Under the behest of my man Zero, and y'all got to check out his channel, Spliffs and Mischief. You know that this spot here is about blowing your goddamn mind. So, no, that's not what I want to do. God damn it. That's what I want to do. We about to watch a couple videos. Y'all check this out.
No, going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude.
You know, you're dealing with all of these objects that are hanging out over your sensitive military installations, nuclear facilities. And now you're seeing objects in orbit.
After I enhanced it a little bit more, I could see that there was almost a path to this craft. This is something that is intelligently made.
Somebody is watching us.
we should at least know who it is and why.
But what we call the messengers.
Yes.
They keep watch on us because they're thinking, well, perhaps they're not going in the right direction.
This is an actual NSA document. They are talking about communication through specific frequencies and then how we can communicate back with ET.
Houston, this is Discovery. We still have the alien spacecraft observed on it.
This Black Knight is somehow correlated with the Vultus constellation.
I think there's a lot more to it.
An early reptilian race brought this satellite into orbit.
These so-called satellites are to observe the planets, to listen. The universe is full of these probes.
What I think is the most important thing to understand, are we being watched? Who is watching us? And where are they from? I am Billy Carson, and this is my investigation into the Black Knight satellite.
Oh, shit.
Black Knight. Black Knight. Satellite. Hey. Black Knight. Satellite.
All right. Well, we might
See,
as
let
well.
me say something real quick. Let me say
Yeah,
something before you play the second one.
Okay.
See, the first generation of brothers and sisters that are coming out of military services with high level security clearances or aerospace industry. We are here now. So like, there's a lot of information on the ground for you, and it's from the brothers and sisters that actually seen it, not only seen the paperwork, but actually seen the technology, worked on the technology, interacted with different things. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's in a compartmentalized manner, a lot of us are kind of moving amongst each other and trading information and sharing stories to put a bigger picture together. But this is a brother that everybody needs to seek out and see what he's talking about, you know?
Okay. Well, on that, let's check this next one out.
Rovers are in here. I click on Rover. Now I'm on the mast cam and I'm zooming in, zooming out, panning left and right. And I started seeing anomalies. But the anomalies that I was seeing, to answer your question, are things that look similar to ancient structures on Earth. And I go, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this really Mars? So I start downloading these images and screenshotting them and analyzing them. And they're really Mars images hosted on Caltech servers. Some are on washington.edu. And I'm like, this is incredible. So I start comparing to now. I've got a really crazy passion for this because now I'm hunting down every ancient site and trying to see how do these sites connect to what I'm seeing going on Mars. And then I came across the Enuma Elish and the 7 tablets of creation from ancient Sumeria. And it talks about they had beings named the Igigi living on Mars, running a concurrent civilization that was on Earth and both on Mars. And that just blew me away. And from there, I just dove headfirst into the whole thing.
Okay.
Now,
go ahead, brother.
Now, what I can say about that is just, what I like to do is just say what I seen with my own eyes, right? And that being, you know, maybe it's a couple service people in here that might have served over in the Gulf or whatever, but those that know that Saddam Hussein carried the majority of his operations from what they call the ziggurat or pyramid, a great pyramid in Iraq. And when, you know what I'm saying, they were on a hunt, you know, they laid out the playing cards and were on a hunt for him when he went into hiding. We actually ransacked that pyramid and took every fucking thing out of it. I saw convoys moving out of that thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about statues, gates, all that. And that's all I'm gonna say about it, because if you really do some research, you can find a lot more information on your own. But you know, I'm just telling you what I experienced in my own experience and actually saw with my own eyes. So why we at war with people, right? And then we ransacking the ancient technologies and their antiquities as a part of our, you know, combat missions. You know, that's a deep question right there.
Well, I have this belief that there is a being on this planet that understands that he is not of original DNA. That he is the monkey that got off the chain. And he don't want to die. That is my belief.
That's a good way to put it.
He don't want to die. He's like when you watch Blade Runner, he knows he's a cyborg and he know his time is up. That's why from the giddy up, he been trying to hold the real man down.
You know what's deep about that, man? That we even in our disconnect, we so plugged into the roots of all of this, man, that it comes through in everything we do, in our music, in our creativity. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube said, he said, a monkey named Cheetah can't hang with a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? That's the realest shit. And that will go over so many motherfuckers' heads.
Exactly.
But but it's the absolute fact. And you look like a crazy man if you dropping that fact and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they like to do. They like to make us think we crazy, but we ain't crazy though. You know?
Well, I believe this, brother, that as we move into the age of Aquarius, I think what we need to do is stop putting so much weight on 20th century knowledge, thinking, ways of being, because that's what you weigh your 21st century moves against, and that's why they don't make no sense no more. How you eat, what you believe is real, who you believe is in power, what you believe when you watch TV. You're based.
So check this, because you're saying something real deep, and I'm just sparked. I'm going back and forth with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is Christ. There's now people think Christ is a person, right? Christ is a mind. Christ is a elixir. They call it the golden elixir in the East. You know, it's a certain chemical process that goes on in the brain and in the body that puts you in a real heightened state. You know, a lot of us think we woke, but we kind of halfway there. You know what I'm saying? Because we still be going in and out of the bullshit frequencies and tapping into the bullshit things, and we can't never really get fully into what they call Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where a lot of people get the thing twisted. Like they so caught up in a man as opposed to what a bunch of men brought forward to teach men on the planet that was in peril. You understand what I'm saying? So like they just caught up in that one man that looked this way, that looked like a surfer, that moves this way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got them twisted up. And this is what it is. When somebody says the third eye to you, this is what they talking about. Study it. They talking about imagination, number one. Iconography, meaning the symbols and things that are going on around you, signs and symbols. We got traveling men in the room. They know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And invocation. And with invocation is what I was just talking about earlier about the music and the tones. You know, a lot of what we still connected to, it comes through in that way, through the crazy ass jazz, through the hip hop, through, you know, those are kind of disconnected forms of a greater frequency that's been going on that we connected to because we are, you know, we connected to the source of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like what you saying is absolutely 100% true. Like that's the bane of our existence, fucking with what somebody that moves in limitation is saying about reality. And they'll tell us some bullshit like this. They'll say 5% of the genetic, they say we only pattern 5% of the genetic code. The other 95% is junk DNA. They'll say we only know about 5% of existence. The other 95%, we're gonna call it dark matter. You understand? See, that's where the bullshit lies. Herein lies the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you the lies And in them lies, that's all the truth you need. And that is that they are bullshitters. You cannot trust nothing that they putting forward.
Yeah, that other 95% is bullshit because I don't understand it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so the rest is junk? You telling me that you gonna call it junk DNA that's useless because you say it's useless? Nah, it's useless because you can't understand it.
You can't figure out how to unlock it and make money with it, which is
right.
fake.
Which is fake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's we need to be, the studies are good, man. I'm gonna tell you something real too. The astrology is dope, but it's a lot of mathematics that we not in touch with that if you don't have under your belt and don't really understand, that astrology ain't gonna mean shit because it's just a piece.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's and to co-sign that, Spliffs. There was a sentence that was spoken to me too late in my life, which was that you have to understand that all math is a language. When you look at math as a language, if our children were taught that it was a second language, as opposed to this deep, dark shit that only smart people are good at, I think that is the key to unlocking a big part of our future. What say you? And that's open to both of y'all.
I think so, bro. I think I agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the people that we battling with right now are all the ones that went around the world crushing the right knowledge, the real knowledge, the light knowledge, right? They said we was heathens for worshiping the sun, but anybody on the planet, ain't nobody on the planet that can tell me, right, that if there was no sun, that we would still exist. That's the highest thing in name and form. That's the highest physical example. When we talk about God, that's the highest physical example that we can access, the sun.
And that's why white people are trying to block it.
Right. But they went around the planet saying that all of the people that held the sun in high regard, or the people of the sun, was heathens or was off, and then they focused their energy into a man. You understand?
Right.
Or so like that's what it is, man. It's like that's the ultimate reality. So like if you deal with that reality about the sun, right? They say they have something called discernment, right? And people say my soul, right? It's called a soul for a reason. It's attached to your solar plexus, which gets its energy from the sun.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that's what make man God. So, you know what I'm saying? That connection. So it's like they stand in and cut that shit off. So, and to make themselves God. And that's who the narcissist is. Everybody running around on the internet looking for internet narcissists. They do that shit so that you don't see who the real narcissist is.
Right.
He's roaming. You understand what I'm saying?
But it shouldn't really surprise anyone, because hell, the sun will boil them to death, literally.
Yeah,
that's one of the main reasons they hate it. They can't stay in there too long. It'll kill them.
Plants get their information from the sun. That's how they grow. We get our information from the sunlight.
Yes.
Ain't no information on the planet.
Only way it really hurts us is if we putting the wrong stuff in our body and on our skin. That's the only way it really hurts us.
Mm-hmm.
We just stick to what's natural and we're staying in the sun all day. We're good for the most part.
I was trying to tell my wife that I refuse to put sunblock on my body.
Right.
That doesn't even, those words together don't make sense to me. Why would I block out the sun?
Mm-hmm.
My melanin is charged by it.
Some people are just so conditioned to do what white people tell them to do or what they suggest that they go against nature.
Well, another thing too is don't be so hard on them, because the conditioning, man, it took a while, dude. Like this shit is very thorough. like what they've done. And it's not even only for black folks. See, the thing about it with us is that we the key. You understand? We the key to all of this shit. You understand? The whole reason the planet is fucked up is because we not taking care of it. Think about what they did when they made slavery. They got the people that was most in tune with Earth to work the Earth for them because they wasn't in tune with it. The field nigga is the god of the planet and don't even realize it.
Right. Oh.
You understand? Like that when that guy was in it, when Billy Carson was just talking about the Ijiji or the Igigi, they have a god called Enki. En means master, Ki means earth, right? Enki is the one who laid out the manual of what a field nigga god is. These is the people that was taking care of the planet. Like in space movies, they say terraforming and all of this and that. That's us. You understand what I'm saying? And with us being disconnected from that, you understand, everybody's fucked up. So it is a racial element to it, but then it's not. It's way deeper than that. It's human, because we are the base humans. And if we're not doing the right thing, there's no example for no other type of human on the planet to follow.
Amazing.
And like, I'm not, it ain't nothing I'm making up. Everywhere you go, where you read, like talking about sacred knowledge, you're going to see a black face, a brown face at the root of that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes even people of greenish type of hue, and they call it olive complexion and stuff like that, right. Olive tone, look, man, this shit is very deep, and we got a lot of things in our way, a lot of books, a lot of edict. So everybody's in the education. All that is edict and dictation. That's an edict from somebody who wants to rule you, who might not necessarily have the best intentions for you. And that's the dictation that they put forth that you got to follow line by line to operate in their society. So now the revolution is in technology, because if you can code, you can recode reality right now.
Well, let's slow down for a second. I put a question up from Brother Bruce House. So where do our ancient ancestors fit in when you put in aliens?
Well, see, the thing is, why there gotta be separation? Extraterrestrial just means the sun is extraterrestrial. The moon is extraterrestrial. We getting caught up in white people's words of aliens and stuff. That's what they use. That's just another code word for motherfuckers who was here before the planet existed and helped to develop this planet into what it is now. So when you talk about your ancestors, you're talking about people from way beyond the Sirius star system. And you can't prove me wrong, because if you were Kemetic, if you into Kemetics, you understand, they worship Al-Natak, Al-Nalam, Al-Mentaka, the 3 star systems in the Sirius galaxy. Why? Because that's where your ancestors come from. Why is every statue faced in that way? Why are they positioned in the way of where everything is pointed in certain directions? If you go to Asia, the temples are facing Draco, which is another type of people, because there's a multitude of beings here. You understand? And the oldest stories on the planet will tell you that. They tell you that there's beings was more like monkey, more like snakes, more like this, more like that. And you think it's a non-reality because you get caught up in the man's depiction of what they talking about, as opposed to what they're saying, and looking into our genetic code and realizing that at base, we reptilians. We got a reptilian brain at our base.
Right.
Development. So if that's the case, then that means that then we got that genetic coding from somewhere.
Well, I'm really, this is the kind of shit that
Oh, you about to open up a whole nother gate right now, because he's talking about ancestors. We want to talk about Ether. They talking about intergalactic beings. You ain't never seen a man on Earth, a woman on Earth that could do what the Ifa, what people in the Ifa pantheon have been said that they could do.
And I'm really looking into that, bro. I'm really looking into Ifa. The deeper studies are on my heart to take advantage of.
So here's the trick, though. Here's the trick. Look.
What's up?
Don't get caught up in what they're saying an alien is. You understand? Because that's the thing. They're trying to control the imaging again, so you fall back into a new religion under them. So that's why they going around and all of their artists are putting out shit, and you see all of these pale looking. I mean, there probably is a class of pale looking aliens, but they doing it too much. It's the same thing that they do. That's their methodology. It's the warfare that they play. Mm-hmm. It's imagination. Serious, please master these words, and you're gonna be a master musician on the planet Earth. Imagination, iconography, and invocation. Them three things alone control everything on the planet. And I would like somebody to come up and prove me wrong if they don't agree. That's the simple mathematics of it. 3 eyes.
Well, Brother Kells, what's on your mind, man? Unmute yourself. I don't think I can unmute you. I cannot. You have to unmute yourself. Oh shit, Brother Kells bounced out. Interesting, Brother Bruce says. So it's reptile. They already proved we weren't monkeys. But you saying
it's not just reptile, it's a mixture of all of these things. See, you gotta look in the DNA code, right? The DNA code, we are different. We're not saying that we are reptiles, we're saying that we are something different. You understand? We've been something that's been worked on and highly developed and scoped. If you believe in any holy book, it tells you that. It tells you that all of the wars in heaven was based on the man that they created. It's not because the devil want to be evil. The devil didn't inherently want to rebel. The devil rebelled against us. The devil always serves God. The devil want to crush man because man was put on a higher pedestal. Study it. Don't make up shit on your own or your own, put the cartoons and shit that you've been fed over the years and the bullshit. Read actually what the scriptures, all of the scriptures say.
Sure.
Dios is God. Balus is rebellion. Diabolo, that's Latin. That was one of the original languages that the Bible was translated in. Dios Balos, or the diabolical one. Diablo, that means the God of rebellion.
Right. You
They call him Baal or Baal Enciaga for sure.
Wow. Not unlike the new clothes and shit.
I mean, that's
where you go, man?
Material part of it. That's a sacred order. You understand what I'm saying? OVO, the owls and all of that, Moloch and all of that. Like, that's why I said imagination, because when they cut you off of your interpretation of nature, they cut your imagination. Iconography is the symbols and signs that they use to trap you and put you under the spell. And invocation is the lack of linguistics that you have to be able to access the ancient word, sound power to free yourself.
Okay.
3 eye, 3rd eye. You understand what I'm saying? If everything, all math, everything that's here, all religions, all occult sciences are based on those 3 occult aspects of an ancient formula. And when you put it all together in a triune type power, you know what I'm saying, in a pyramidal type force, you know what I'm saying, in a tetrahedron type force, you're going to come out with something amazing. And what that is that we can recreate anything if we know the mathematics.
Right. If you know the schematic on it, you can make it work.
You can make it work. So we get hung up in the old shit and hanging up on the shit that got corrupted, and we call it tradition. But once it's been contaminated, it's no longer a feasible tradition for you. So as the gods on the earth, you were supposed to rework the mathematics for continuity, but you never did because you following somebody else's imagination, iconography, and invocation.
I have often said that the reason the aliens don't show themselves is because we still worship those who can jump 4 feet off the ground for 10 years or so.
It's because we don't believe in ourselves, and we wouldn't even recognize them if we seen them because we don't even recognize self. They look just like us.
Well,
You understand?
let me in the final moments, let me hear from Brother Bruce. Unmute yourself. What's on your mind?
I know I work in the same building as y'all. I frequent there, but I didn't even know this was part of the office. You know, I be having side meetings. I didn't know we was having UFO meetings in the building after hours or during hours. I've never even considered the possibility past watching a movie and going, well, damn, outside of Will Smith knocking that alien out, this movie was pretty good. I've never cared to even think past the point. Like not past the point of just caring outside of something I can help. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I can't reach it, touch it, or see it, it was kind of pointless to think about to me.
Sure.
So,
but you can reach and touch it. It's you. You understand? Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing incredible and outlandish. Don't get into the white people's interpretation of it. Our shit is, you know, it's no more outlandish than saying Oshun and Shango fought somebody and had a battle in heaven, and a rainbow snake and Olodumare is no different than that. You understand? She's imagination.
I ain't never heard that neither, but you see what I'm saying? It starts sounding real I don't care-ish. Because I'm not fighting, like, because I just never entered in that world. I already had cartoons and stuff, so I did, that type of stuff didn't bother me. I just kind of went, it's interesting to hear. How did y'all get into it? I guess that's what I'll ask. What was your entry into, forget the Bible, forget these books, forget the religious books, and thinking past what you grew up in to get to here? How did that journey start for you?
Okay, I'll answer last. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what happened, right? I've been back and forth in an initiate in the East for over 30 years, and different Eastern philosophies and extended things beyond Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, right? Now, let me break something down where you may understand it, right? In the East, they have an ancient book, 5,000 years old, called Journey to the East, right? Now, you might have heard of that book before, right? The majority of us
Monkey King book or something, right?
Right. The majority of us have seen that book before in a new form that media controls, because they want to control the imagination of the youth, the iconography, and the way we invocate. They call that Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Right? In that story, they got beings called the Saiyans, Scions. You know what I'm saying? That's another word of saying like a king or a lord, right? We get repelled because we hear monkey and this and that, and we don't realize that monkey is a sacred symbol amongst all indigenous people around the planet. It's not what white people make it. So we cringe from it when we see anything having to do with monkey, but the highest sciences on the planet are monkey priests, are monkey kings. Look at the Kemetic sciences, the baboon. Here in Central America, when they're talking about the Saraswati baboon, the black howler monkey, and all of that. These are just animals that carry certain traits that they hold in high esteem that match the ancient mathematical sciences. All right. So think of it that way, right? It's math. But we didn't relay math through notation, through numbers and Arabic numbers. Arabic numbers is fresh and new. We related math through symbology, through signs, through animals. Why is the monkey the high priest of the jungle? Because the monkey is what makes the jungle stay in continuity. They sit up in the canopies, they eat up stuff, they drop seeds, they seed everything in the forest so it can regrow. Without the monkeys, the forest won't regrow. So you'll hear stories, ancient stories, our black stories of people going into the jungles, killing all the monkeys in places where it's a desert now. So it's not like
when you touch down somewhere, somebody shared a culture with you. You got shared so many different cultures that had different perspectives that it just opened you up.
That and our root culture, because we don't realize, because in getting education and getting the edict and dictation from the white man, we rebel against a lot of the basic and simple sciences that our indigenous ancestors just dropped on us in a simple way. Mm-hmm. Some of these stories is stuff that we used to say as enslaved people or people that was indigenous, because it's a mix of both. See, they want you to get caught up in the argument. Some people came over as bondsmen. Mm-hmm. Some people came over as straight chattel slaves. Some people was here already. Like, think about, you got to expand your mind about migration and how people move, and it's not linear. Right. Everything happens in like multiple patterns all at the same time. So while a man from Italy is migrating over here on a boat, a man from China to New York, a man from China is immigrating on a boat to San Francisco at the same time. So if we were seafaring people, if we was navigational people, if we was traveling people, see, that's where they fuck us up. The imagination. We can't imagine that we had a higher science than what they have now. If you understand that, you're gonna see everything clearly.
Mm-hmm. It'll lead you to question everything. Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Bruce Lee's version of Kung Fu based on that book as well?
Based on the
Journey to the West?
To the East.
Yeah, but
Journey to the East.
Journey to the East. No. Journey to the West. It's about them coming to the West from the East. That's what it's about. Because you got to keep it in order, because it's occult. It's occult math to it that later on, if you don't understand it now, you'll understand it later on when you understand how everything is oriented. Like, there's an occult history out here that most of y'all don't see and most people don't get attached to. You understand? And like I said, the traveling men in this room know a lot about what I'm talking about. You understand? And not just when I say traveling men, it's not just Freemasons and people. I'm talking about anybody that is studying sciences that's above and beyond what the white man is putting out as the average flow for us to get connected to and involved with, and Scientology and Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. It ain't no kind of Christian religion in this country that I can't break down to the nitty-gritty and the bone to its founder. And that's how you learn everything. That includes
I believe that with no issue. I believe that with no issue. Them people are them Abrahamic religions are very interesting in how you choose us or you die type of situations.
That includes veganism, though. Like, listen to that clearly. That includes veganism. That includes all these other sub-religions that came out of the Abrahamic religions. Because if you study veganism, that has nothing to do with plant-based. That's a white man's interpretation of a rule of law that is set in place for people to follow. You understand? That has nothing to do with what people who was in the forest who wasn't eating meat 24/7 have to do it. And that's where you got to separate it, because we get it twisted, because we do shit in their language. So a good majority of it is exposing yourself to other cultures, understanding what they saying, and you'll start seeing like the bigger pictures and the bigger connection. The other thing that drew me to it was, I got to tell you the truth, of being in service and having a certain level of security clearance and seeing shit.
Okay, I got a question. What books what videos, what information would you have the audience shift to above
Let's
and
take
beyond?
Let's take it full circle. You were just talking about a nuclear disaster, right? Runoko Rashidi and black scholars, like a whole slew of black scholars used to teach, because there's a lot of teachings that people are not getting now and don't realize that scholars have covered this before over the past 30 years. They teach about a place called Harappa, right? They call it Kishi. It's the Indo-Kush or Indo-Kishi, and then it's the Africa Kishi and Kush, because it's the same people. Kishi is a people, right? Ikishi are people. You get what I'm saying? That migrated all around the planet. They say they traveled the circumference of the planet. You know what I'm saying? 24,000 square mile circumference around the planet Earth, meaning that our ancestors is traveling, right? So I would start right now. I wouldn't even fuck with none of these. Like, I wouldn't, because you've been in the Bible for years and it ain't done nothing for you. You understand? I would start studying. Listen, I would start studying things called the Mahabharata. I would start studying things with cultures that's beyond 4,000, 6,000, 10,000 years old. You understand? And that's what I would start dealing with and understanding. Now, let's talk about that nuclear explosion. In Harappa, to this day, if you go into Harappa with a Geiger counter, you're going to have high readings of radiation, nuclear radiation. In the Mahabharata, it says that there was a nuclear war that went on between different types of beings in that area, and a nuclear explosion was dropped. Ain't nothing new under the planet Earth. Oppenheimer, when they first made the atomic bomb in the United States, Oppenheimer, who is a known occultist, quoted the Mahabharata. Look it up. Don't. Meaning that they got the whole science of making the nuclear bomb from the Mahabharata, which is an ancient 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 year old scripture.
That's how they get over on us, because they know more about us than we know about ourselves.
That's what I'm saying.
They always use it against us all the time.
Man, and what we'd like to do is say that's not us, and we fools. The Buddha's not us. The Naga is not us. Them people ain't us. We fools. If you notice the historical patterns of who the Kishi were, you know that all of that shit is us. There's the Indo-Kush. Kishi, see, you get caught up in the way they say it. And ancient languages are funny, man, because if you have an ancient language with K, sh, right? And they say Kishi, Kushi, Kashi, all of that shit is the same.
Hell, people still can't grasp the concept, the idea that melanated people were all over this planet.
Man, we was all over this motherfucker. We are the people of the sun.
Yeah.
We was everywhere. They ain't nowhere on the square mileage of the planet Earth. The God bodies and the Nation of Islam brothers know this because it's taught well in their lessons. We covered the total square circumference. That's why when you talk to Rizza Islam and these brothers, there's a nobility and an energy that you cannot. It's an indomitable energy because they know something you don't. And they know that when they saying Islam, they not talking about that shit that them pale Arabs or what the white boys, when I used to serve, they used to call them sand niggas, right? They not talking about that.
And they're not gonna.
They talking about the real King of Salam, Mu, Atalan, you know, like old things that people not even up on. The Mayans, man, dude, it's some deep shit going on, man, and a lot of things that they covering up. You know what I'm saying? And like you know, if you caught up in any kind of Abrahamic religion or just what you call every day, what you can do with it, I always tell my brother, you can do a lot with this, man. I've manifested a reality that I couldn't dream of, just knowing what I know and being able to situate
Reached
myself
over on the other side of the curtain and pulled out something.
Yeah, man, like that them little fucking midgets, like slapping them little midgets behind the curtain around and shit, because they weak. And that's what y'all don't know. They manipulators. They play games. It's like that movie by M. Night Shyamalan where they made the children think it was monsters in the woods, so they wouldn't go outside the culture.
The Village.
Yeah, The Village. That shit real, dog. That shit is 100% real, yo. I have had white people in the United States tell me some shit that when I get out the United States isn't even a fucking reality. About what I can't do. It's not even a question. If you got it to implement it and put it in place. So that tells me that there's an oppression and a level of oppression going on there for some reason. So when you say what have I done, I traveled the whole United States and seen every pyramid in the United States. From Marietta, Georgia, all up into upper Ohio, New York region. You understand? I took the time to go see shit. And every man that's walking around, every black man especially that I see that's walking around the planet that took the time to go see the shit for themselves and interface with people that's out there and see what's going on and put it into a reality instead of the Dragon Ball Z cartoon, where you can really understand what it is they talking about. The sayings is us. You understand? Hanuman is not like a bad thing. Hanuman is a god, yo. He's he tricked the gods. The gods didn't understand the Monkey King. He was such a bad motherfucker because it's the same stories of Satan in the Bible. Satan don't understand us. He don't understand why this person that they put together from all of these strands, this flexible, this adaptable being from all these different strands was better than what they call the angelic beings. And that's why he went off and went crazy and fell with a good portion, you understand, of an army down to a low vibrational level because they put their mind in a low vibrational state to fuck with us. You understand? So that's all they trying to do. All they trying to do is put us in a low vibrational state. And that's how they win. And they do that through blocking your imagination and telling you what shit means so that cuts your interpretation off. The iconography, because you don't understand the signs and symbols that's going on around you and who people are. You don't know who Shell is because you don't understand the signs and symbology that they're putting forward. Every company out here puts a sign symbol to tell you who the fuck they are and what they about at the root. And if you know that, you know what you're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? And then iconography, and that's how we speak, how we put it forth, how we drop the science, how we disseminate it, how we put our word sound power into play. You understand? A lot of that has been the protection for the black man and woman in the wilderness of North America, because they are enamored with us. That's why they always jump into our music flow, but they always a beat behind, meaning that they don't have the direct interface. They just follow. They can copy. Good.
Oh yeah, they copy the shit out you.
And some of them are human machines. And we be like, damn, that white boy can sing. Damn, that white boy can rap.
Oh no, yeah, we'll get to that. Before he act like he gonna hang up on everybody, I do want to hear Unc's his start.
You want to hear what, Bruce?
Your start and how you started, how you came from, Abraham and them to there is something outside of this earth that can physically touch us that ain't got nothing to do with this earth if it don't want to.
Okay. Now I'm gonna take you on a ride. It's gonna be worth the trip. When I was a kid, I had childhood asthma that was exacerbated by growing up in a dirty house with a bunch of smokers. So I couldn't go outside a lot. All I did was read. And I was asked to teach Sunday school. So I sat down and read the Bible like a book. I started at Genesis and just read all the way through. It took me months. When I came out, they tell you that Don't read the Bible all the way like a book because it'll drive you crazy. No, it will make it painfully aware to you that pieces have been taken out, that something was missing. And I used to get slapped in the mouth for asking the questions of Adam and Eve. And the first thing black folks will tell you is Adam and Eve was not the first man. Because, well, that ain't the way it is in the book. It's real clear in the book that the book leads you to believe they are first. And if that's the case, then who the fuck are the people of not? I had issues, questions. Why is the book of Enoch left out? Why is there so much missing? Cut to getting married the second time. This was at the turn of the century. I called myself getting a hold of a woman who would bring me back to my roots. But when I went back and started looking, that shit immediately made no sense to me then. So I started talking to the Creator wide open like I'm talking to you. Make this make sense to me. Help me. Right after that, I took a trip to Egypt. After that, I came back and after begging for the truth, the movie Zeitgeist came out. Add to that the fact that in every major subject that black people have given me, black Christians have given me advice, in every subject, they've been wrong. Marriage, wrong. Finance, wrong. Sex, wrong. Diet, wrong. History, wrong. Weed, wrong. There had to be, if the only way to heaven is for Jesus Christ, is to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, then what do you say of the slaves who were thrown overboard in the center passage that never spoke English, that never heard the name Jesus? How is God's name Jehovah and he's millions of years old and the letter J is only 500? I had these questions and I kept digging and I kept pushing, and the further I pushed, the blacker things got and the further away from society's normal dialogue, society's form letter information began to chime in me as wrong. So I started to look for things that made sense in other places, and they made more sense. What we have been taught is drone language in order to keep us drones. This is why when you hear the dawning of the age of, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, young brother Bruce, you are at a right perfect age in years, in a new age of being, a new way of thinking. I submit to you that the people who taught me were 2 generations removed from slavery and taught by people who were many generations erased from their original knowledge. The grip of the people who did this evil, it's been slipping, but it's just about gone. It is that knowledge, brother, that pull on my spirit, that made me have to turn away and look at other things, because other things begin to make more sense to me. Once I decided to think away from, like the Matrix, bro. Once I was pulled out of, and by another religion, by the way, and through the television, by Brother Minister Tony Muhammad. Shout out. He was on, I was on the road crying, looking through the ceiling going, I know it's something real, but it ain't this bullshit they telling me. Tell me the truth. And the way he was breaking down some bullshit in the Bible, it started to open me up and pull me away. And I started to hear things and see things, and then they would come to pass. They would happen. So I submit to you, Brother Bruce, go to Gaia.com, GAIA.com. Watch the movie Zeitgeist. Watch the movie A Great and Mighty Walk. And you will be exposed to whether or not the truth is what we say it is. It certainly is not what they say it is. I think to put it in a nutshell.
Okay, so I watched The Great and Mighty Walk. I'm talking about how'd you get to okay, so your original statement was more or less, give or take, I ain't say more or less, give or take was, I ain't worried about them because it seemed like some people floating around here that's gonna make sure this don't happen the way they want it to.
Yeah.
Okay. That belief. So it's one thing to be like, okay, I believe that we ain't the only people out in the universe. It's for people. But it's a whole nother thing to be like, nah, these motherfuckers is looking out one way or another, whether it's for our benefit or for their benefit, and it just so happens to help us. They ain't about to let this happen. I ain't worried about it. How did you what was your beginning in going, for lack of a better term, alien?
Okay, here's what it is. Remember I showed you that, were you here for the monkey video?
Yeah.
Okay, as in the AK-47 analogy.
Yes.
Okay. One night, and I'm trying to put this into proper perspective as best I can, and it's not, I'm trying to put it into perspective so that you can understand it, because I'm so far ahead of you. As much as it is, the information is so far ahead of me. Does that make sense? I'm not coming at you like I know this great shit if you don't.
I appreciate us picking our words carefully. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I'm not, as long as you understand, I'm not saying I know a bunch of shit you don't. I'm saying it's a bunch of shit out there that I know I don't.
Right, that's why I started my conversation with, I have never even considered what y'all talking about.
Can I drop a real quick nugget that might, somewhere where you can actually look, right?
Sure.
So in my experience, I saw things, right? I worked at Quantico for some time, and I had access to looking up about certain things that I saw, right? I noticed something. I noticed that there was a slew of information about the shit that I saw, right? You might say a word, a buzzword that they give you in media, UFO, right? Anybody that been in the military and that deals with documentation and it deals with certain things, they know that that's not what they call them. They call them UAPs,
and
unidentified,
have been for years.
Unidentified aerial projections or whatever, right? So the thing that lets me know that it's something that's beyond us, because they're calling it alien. See, alien is not our word. It's the word that they're using because they're scared as fuck because they can't identify what it is. And I'm watching the most powerful military in the world shook because they can't identify some shit that's outclassing everything they got in the sky. And because this is what people don't think about, the water. Yeah. Now, when I was in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, that's a pastime. Marines will tell you that been out there. You be out on the beach playing volleyball and you watch shit coming out in and out the skies, going in and out the water. And if you say something about it, your career could be done. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not attached to that shit no more. They can't hold that on to me. They talk about it. See, the military talks about it. They're afraid of it. and they tell you you can't go talk about it while you serving. So just take those basic things and understand that you got something there that's deep. You get what I'm saying? Because it's something that's putting the fear in the hearts of the devil. You understand? That's how I know it's something else. That's how I know that that's why I refer to it as alien, because that's what they called it. It's not what I call it. I'm telling you, it's ancestral. It's everything that we say is ancestral. They're saying it's alien.
Okay, I see that connection. All right, because I was gonna say, I was getting ready to say something, but it's cool. You cleared that up.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so-
nigga, say what you was gonna say then. Shit.
I was just gonna say that they'll call a purple onion a red onion just so you feel like they know something that you don't. I don't care what they call a damn thing. How they classify a damn thing. That don't mean nothing to me.
Right, but keep the kill. Keep the kill. The kill is there is something out there that's coming in and out.
Yeah. When you said that, that in and out the water faster than we know something possibly can, in and out the water into the sky. Okay, bet. So that feeling, those terms is what I was looking for. So
you can look this up for yourself. You can go to the CIA
when somebody
database.
talking about, like, I believe in God, but not the Christian version of God, but there is something, I'll go, so what is the thing that triggered you? Now, what y'all gave me was like general experience, not your trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was looking for. What was the thing that the thing that made you go, okay, now I seen this and that shit wasn't supposed to happen?
You were asking this. See, you didn't.
That's what I was asking.
Okay, I can give you that.
Now, you could have gave me the story that led up to that particular thing.
I can give you that.
But it was that feeling that Spliff just gave. Like, nah, nigga, I done seen and heard some shit that wasn't supposed to be.
Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. I was coming back from a gig out in Barstow, California. Me and my friend. And I had a 71 Datsun 240Z at the time. Fly little ride. And it was something about this car. This car was just faster than it was supposed to be. This thing went.
Bad motherfuckers, them joints.
Bad, dude. Me and my boy rolling. And we out on this road, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to see what this can do. He was like, fuck it. Bruh, the last time I looked down, we was at 135 and gaining speed. And something popped up like Tinkerbell from behind a mountain between the moon and us that moved like this. I'm driving, this thing pops up, moves angular like a little white ball of light, not unlike, look at me, you see this picture of me taking a drag on a bong and that flame that came out? Like that, but small. From its distance, it looked like it was maybe 600 yards from us. It wasn't far. But it was a white ball, and it moved in angles that I couldn't explain. And then sat with us and disappeared. And we went, nigga, what the fuck was it? Did you see that? I saw it, nigga. I saw it. I'm not lying. You saw that? Yes. Coming back from my wedding, some friends of mine were driving on a road that connects the 5 to the 101. It's called Los Baños. It's Los Hills. What 58, I think it is. They were driving and they got pulled over by the same cop in the same area twice. As in, imagine you driving past mile marker 55 and a cop pull you over and he have a conversation with you. And 20 minutes later, you look up and see mile marker 55 and the cop pulls you over again. Almost like time folded on itself. And both of them had the exact same experience. They was like, dude, we don't even want to tell you what happened. And I was like, okay, I know you two fucking idiots. What happened? Did you get in a fight? Did you get? I know the fucking cowboys I hang out with. Did you say something about some dude's chick, and then some shit happened, and now the popo look at the, no, dude, and they could not explain that in normal language. That is the thing. That car thing happened to me. I saw it. I'm not talking about ghosts. I've had experiences with them. That supernatural thing happened. And I know it. I was like, dude, that ain't from here. That what we just saw was not from here. And it is the downplay, the hard downplay. Young brother Bruce, you may be a little young for this, but in the 70s, there was a push in the media, there was a push in TV, radio, even music, to make anybody who spoke of UFOs seem crazy.
Oh yeah. They was gonna release a lot of the shit that they releasing now in the 70s, and what they crushed they crushed the economy to stop the whole revolution of shit. Like all the 60s and 70s they was training us about, you going to space, you gonna have spaceships. It was all kind of shit they was training us on, like on a consistent basis, and the globalists, the ones that control the markets, put a stop to all of that shit. You understand? They had an electric car back in the day when he talking about that Datsun was on the road.
Oh, bruh, I tell you what, I dare you, look up Who Killed the Electric Car.
Oh,
that's a movie called Who Killed the Electric Car. This stuff we talking about, brother Bruce, is not new. It's what has happened is there has been a pressure cooker cap put on knowledge for hundreds of years in order to keep it only in certain hands. And that pressure cooker top has been busted wide open and they can't do it anymore.
Right. A lot of people don't know that that's the main reason why they hate Iran. Check it out. They don't. It's funny because you said that the language doesn't explain what you saw, but there are languages on the planet that are old enough to explain advanced technologies. Persian, that's what Iranian is. You get what I'm saying? The linguistic base of what they spoke in Iraq, and you find it funny that these are places that they smashing and demolishing and cutting off from relaying certain information because they want to control technology. That's what it is. Technology is magic, dog. Technology is UFOs. That's like all of this stuff that you look at and like, I can't believe it, is spooky. It's technology. And I'm going to tell you that they are 300 years more advanced in the military industrial complex than the average civilian market.
Absolutely. By the time you get some shit, their shit is the shit we got right now, they knew about at the turn of the century.
Dog, my military service blew my mind, dog. I tell you, it blew my fucking mind, this shit I was seeing. I'm off the coast of California in a fast attack submarine. We come up and we in the middle of fucking Lake Tahoe, dog. Tell me how that happened.
In how much time?
In like 2.5 hours. Max, maybe a little bit less.
How are you moving that much water out of the way that fast?
Now the deeper thing is where I told you that we came up. We was in the ocean and came up in Interior Lake.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. How did you skip a body of water?
I can't tell you that shit because I was inside the fast attack submarine. All I can tell you was that I was in Coronado Spec War Center. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Went in there and came up in an Interior Lake.
Wow. Well,
so meaning that it's a lot of shit. That's what drove me, because I'm like, man, it's a lot of shit they trying to keep from us. You know what I'm saying? They compartmentalize shit and keep it from us so that we can't really think in full capacity. You understand? Now, the funny thing is, you would think that if there is people coming from out there, that some, people, they want you to believe that the government is in cahoots with them and they going back and forth. But the funny thing is the government don't know who the fuck half of them are, yo. And they scared to death. You understand? Because the government wants to have a relationship with them and they won't even give them the time of fucking day.
Oh,
whatever it is.
Yeah, they're practically ignoring them, and to bring this back home and throw all of you motherfuckers out, which Bruce could sense. I don't know how he could sense that. It was pretty good. Because you bastards will have me here all day, and I got shit to do, and I would love to be here all day. But the truth is, in the words of Brother Zero, to co-sign what he's saying, magic is merely science that the observer does not understand. That's all magic is. Here, I'll give you some. That's magic 3-year-olds don't understand. To this day, I still blow little kids' mind with that shit right there. Trying to figure it out. That's all it is. So the magic of technology, the magic of me being able to talk to you with barely any lag right now, was unheard of by the common man 50 years ago. You about to see some crazy ass magic. But what I don't believe is that you're gonna see a nuclear weapon hit anything. You might, but I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Until next time, you already know what it is. Stay high in thought. Stay high in deed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Pull out of the gravity of the stupid. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty. It's your Uncle Jeff. I'm out.